I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Rose with the ball. He's picked up by Millsap. And it's Butler missing.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
The stupendous finish in traffic. And that's 11 points for Paul Millsap.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Rose passes to Butler. This one for three. Butler missing again. The Hawks trail by 14. Dishes to Millsap. Here's Muscala. He's covered by Rose. Picked by Humphries. Feeds to Schroeder. Just 5 to shoot. The shot is off. Some solid defense from Rose.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Misses from close range. The Hawks have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Now here's Schroeder. Defense right on him. Passes it to Millsap. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Here's Mirotic. No good on the buzzer beater. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Bulls lead by 14. 2K Sports back in a moment here at Phillips Arena in Atlanta. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. The Hawks trail by 14. On the court for the Bulls, getting this fourth quarter started. Gibson is the 4 with Gasol at the 5. Butler and McDermott filling out the perimeter. And it's Moore in at the point guard position. Here's Horford. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Horford's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Hawks. The Bulls leading by 12. And Moore kicks to McDermott, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
So far, they've turned in a fantastic performance from the three-point line. It's been a weapon all game.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
And McDermott drops them both.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime? Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Outside Hardaway. He's off from 17 feet. Now Chicago's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. And the shot is good. And the Bulls lead by 16.
Textbook. Nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Pick by Horford. Teague drives in. Shot off the pick. Again, the miss by Horford.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
And stolen by Scott. Up and in on the way.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Horford kicks to Teague. Plenty of space. Again, the Hawks score.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Those three-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they can keep it up.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Well, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what the head coach of the Chicago Bulls was going over in his huddle. He said, we are this close to finishing them off, but the job is not done yet, and I don't want to see any let-up out there. We'll see how well his point got across, guys.
Hardaway for three. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Teague's got his 6th assist on the night. The Bulls leading by 9. There's Rose with the three. And again, Chicago. No good. Atlanta's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Teague dishes to Scott. He kicks it to Sefolosha. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Off target from outside.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
There's Rose with the three. Count that one. Rose has got 22.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Picked by Horford. Hardaway passes to Teague. Down low. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And Mike Scott, a former second-round draft pick who has carved out a role here in the NBA the last 2 seasons. Clark, he was a major contributor off the bench.
Yeah, he's a bit of a tweener, not big enough to maintain position down low on a consistent basis and not quick enough to really be a 3-man or small forward. But what he can do is get to the basket, rebound okay, and knock down the deep shot.
Scott hits them both.
And getting back to Mike Scott, his three-point percentage and attempts have increased each year he's been in the league. With a high, quick release, he's capable of making tough shots with a hand in his face in a way other players simply can't.
And the Hawks making a change here. Millsap's checked in. The Hawks trail by 10. Teague left side. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
And all of a sudden, that great run makes this a ball game again. And now is no time to take your foot off the gas. They have got to stay aggressive.
And, Greg, I think they will. I mean, they're close enough to taste it. So they're going to keep that pressure on and keep coming at us. Solid work on the back end of that play.
Yeah, finished hard with 2 hands on the stuff.
Yeah, nothing extravagant, guys, but, again, no need on that one.
The Hawks have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter.
Guys, we were talking about Scott shooting from downtown, but he can also score from mid-range, pick and pop off the dribble. When he's able to square his shoulders, he's deadly. I mean, he's a versatile big guy with a nice shooting touch.
The Bulls leading by 8. Butler kicks to Gibson from 13. Nice touch on the bank shot.
And that kind of sums up the defensive effort we've seen here tonight, guys.
Atlanta calls timeout. Kind of like what Derrick Rose has done in this game.
He's on fire. They needed to put their heads together to figure out how to get the ball out of his hand.
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for the Hawks. Hardaway dishes to Sefolosha, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
That's hard to explain that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
.157 left in the game. Rose kicks to Butler, and he gets it to go. And it's a 12-point Chicago lead.
We've seen a noticeable improvement out of him since halftime. He didn't have a whole lot working in the first half.
Outside Millsap. Rebound by Butler. Butler's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Here's McDermott, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Shooting for Atlanta, Doug McDermott. At the line for 2.
free throw drops from McDermott. And McDermott drops them both. 1:35 left in the fourth quarter of this one. To the inside. It's deflected. Millsap. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And guys, you got to love the front court for these Atlanta Hawks. I mean, Al Horford and Paul Millsap both give up a few inches in terms of height, but you won't find a more skilled and versatile front court in the NBA.
Well, speaking of the skill of the Atlanta front court, their offense predicated on ball movement and spacing and shooting. A lot like San Antonio. Horford and Millsap, a perfect fit.
Really, those two enjoy playing together. Excellent chemistry between them because they're both mobile, agile, skilled big guys. Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Here's Cephalosha. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. Clark, if they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Amen. I think that's the best option.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for Chicago.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, Clark, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Well, it's more than luck, Kevin. I think the shot selection was good, too.
And so checking out their record tonight, that'll mark win number 32 overall.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And, Greg, we know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Derrick Rose. He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
A shot by Millsap. The Hawks again can't hit. Here's Chicago. They're on a 12-4 run. It's Butler that time on the assist by Gibson.
And they've just done a great job of keeping this crowd out of the game. And we're getting closer to victory. The crowd's getting quieter.
And there's not a whole lot for them to be cheering about anymore. I mean, their guys got it handed to him. You know, he might be small for a center, but it doesn't really matter because he can jump out of the building.
With the assist.
And the wide open shot from Rose. Misses the deep three-point attempt. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Now time to head over to the studio where the award-winning Ernie Johnson is with Shaq and Kenny, all standing by. Guys, take it away.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin, and now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Derrick Rose. What are your thoughts, Ken?
He was great. 6 3-pointers tonight. Solid effort from beyond the arc. Without his contribution on the perimeter, the offense would have been stagnant and they wouldn't have had lanes. He really opened the floor for them.
Well, he showed us just how good he can be when he's at the top of his game. And the building was stunned. You saw people leave.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.